guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a video where we try out a bunch of new drugstore products. These are things that I have not tried before. We've got some new collab lashes from Allure and with Jasmine Brown. We have this NYX palette right here. I think I have everything for a full face of drugstore that's new. So I'm very excited. I'm going to test all this stuff out for you guys, let you know what I think. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And if you're interested in seeing all of the new drugstore makeup I have for you guys, then let's just go ahead and get started. First thing we have is this Revlon Color Stay eyeshadow primer, and this is a universal shade. It says it has Shea Butter Care Complex, and it wears up to 24 hours. So this is the primer we're going to be trying today. Pretty sure I really do think I have a product for everything, like all my primers, foundation, concealers. We've got a lot of new stuff. Has a little bit of a tint to it. I'm excited to see if this will cancel out any discoloration. My skin has been so smooth and moisturized recently. I actually shared with you guys in my last video, my favorites video, the sleep-in mask I've been using that I love, but also when I'm not using that, I'm using two products mixed together that are very moisturizing. I've been really doing great things for my skin. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like my texture and stuff has been really good recently. Okay, no, this is not gonna counteract anything really. Texture has been really good recently. Not really good. It's still there, but it's been doing better. Okay, so this primer doesn't really give you a nice clean base. I am hoping that this primer doesn't crease on me because I have a problem with a lot of primers creasing just because I do have very oily eyelids. Moving on, I'm going to be trying this NYX Ultra Matte palette. And this is so pretty. This one's in the shade Sugar High. I know this has been out for a little while, but I really wanted to try it today. I thought it was super pretty. If you're wondering where my shirt is from, it's from Adidas, by the way. Figured I'd let you guys know. I'm going to use this white cream shade. It's very pigmented. I'm going to set that primer because it's really important to go ahead and set it. That way we don't have any eyeshadow moving. I have a feeling UPS is here and the dogs are going to go crazy. I have a feeling. I might be wrong. I think I heard a door. Back in action now. Alright, I am going to apply some tape. It's just my preference. Alright, in this video, you're probably going to hear me huffing and puffing because I just ran upstairs. Daisy, are you okay? She had a treat stuck to her mouth. Like the roof of her mouth. Are you okay? My sweet girl. She made me nervous. She started crying. It's like, oh my god, what's wrong? So this palette has 3 different rows. You have a matte row, one with a little bit of a sheen, and then more glitters here at the top, which I think is really cool. I'm going to go in with this one right here and put this into my crease. And I'm going to really blend this out because this is going to be our transition shade. I love matte eyeshadows. I just feel like they give such a clean look. But I also love glitter. I don't really like sheens. I like either mattes or really intense glitter, you know what I mean? I'm not really into a sheen, a slight sparkle. I'm either let's go big or go home or keep it matte. I'm going to go in with this kind of pinky tone using the same brush. I'm going to, maybe that's just a little too light. Yeah, I think that one's a little too light. I actually also have this Gigi Hadid collection palette here. This was super expensive. I bought this at Ulta. I think this was $30. Remember when this was the rage and I haven't used it? The sleeve of the package is really pretty. I haven't seen really any reviews on it. I think I saw Tati's review and that was it. I'm going to go in with this matte brown right here. Got a lot of color. And we're just going to blend this right underneath that first shade we used. Okay, that's not bad. It's got quite a bit of powder kick up, but honestly, when it comes to drugstore, I'm not picky about that kind of stuff. I'm going to take the MAC 217 and I'm going to go in with this color right here. Ooh. That's pigmented. I've been really addicted to Fixer Upper, you guys. I was already addicted, but it's to the point where now, it's snowing, I wake up, and they're playing reruns, all the time. So then I just sit on the couch and I start watching the first rerun, and then I see the second, third, and I'm like, I've seen this 500 times and I'm still watching it over and over and over again. I actually think I might take this color right here and put this all over the lid. I go straight in with this on one eye, and then if it doesn't work out well, there is a NYX glitter glue that I have, and I'll try that out as well, but I want to see how this looks first. Like, I'm going to get fallout everywhere, but we're just going to try it because not everyone has glitter glue. It's not as like bam in your face as when I swatched it. So I am going to use the Too Faced glitter glue. This is a great alternative to the Too Faced glitter glue that I'm obsessed with. This is just a more affordable option. I do recommend this because it does kind of keep it all in place. I have a little bit of eyeshadow left over, so it's already kind of getting on my eye, but that's okay. So I just put this exactly where I want to put the eyeshadow. I don't let it sit long. I go straight in with the glitter, and I put this on top. And I like to press it in. You see the difference between this eye and this eye? It's more carved out thanks to that glitter glue, and it's much more intense on this eye, which I enjoy. So I think it is a really pretty color, but I definitely think glitter glue is the way to go with it. It just adds that extra oomph. If you're like me and you like sparkle and you like the oomph, I think you'll really, really like that. One thing I am going to do is I am going to take that same brush we used for the deeper purple on the outer half and just go back in and kind of touch it up a little bit and deepen it up. This would be a really pretty Valentine's Day look. It's not too intense, but it's still smoky. I'm going to use a new eyeliner today. This is supposed to be a matte eyeliner. This is the Milani Stay Put Matte Eyeliner in black. It's a felt tip. Very excited about that. It says 17-hour wear, bold matte finish, humidity, and sweat resistant. Packaging is nice and matte as well. That dries down really quickly. So that eyeliner is very black and very matte. I'm excited about it. Kind of reminds me of the Makeup Forever one that I'm obsessed with. Next up, we are going to apply these Jasmine Brown Lashes in Eyelure. I love Eyelure, and I feel like these are stunning. I'm going to take these, cut them, glue them onto my face, and then I'll be back to apply a ton of different face products. So we're going to go ahead and move on to foundation, concealers. We got so much stuff. So we have this Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable longwear foundation, high definition finish, medium coverage, 402 bronze. I might try this one out. The only thing kind of holding me back is it says medium coverage. And then I also have this Best Blend Forever makeup from Almay. I don't know, it's just not calling my name. Maybe because the packaging is kind of boring. So I'll go into this one. We'll use the Rimmel Lasting Finish. For primer, I am going to try something a little bit different. This is the Milani Instant Touch-Up Blur Stick. So this is what it looks like. You can use it to prime. You can use it to control shine. So you can apply it throughout the day to minimize shine and oil. I don't really believe in this kind of stuff. I've seen it around with different high-end brands and all of that, but I don't put on more primer or a balm on my face throughout the day if I'm oily. I just blot that mess and go about my day because I use the Palladio blotting sheets and they're the best. You don't need powder because one side has like a regular blotting sheet, the other side's kind of like a powder finish, so it kind of powders and blots at the same time. It's perfection. Anyways, this is what it looks like. It's just a little balm. To be honest with you, I feel like it might make me more oily, but we'll just keep it moving. It's another thing with these balms, like they say that they blur out pores, fine lines, all of that. But I find that they make me more oily half the time just because they're very slick on the skin and they normally just don't work out for me. Okay, so again, this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable foundation. Kind of, oh, it's a little dark. I think it'll be okay. Ooh, what a different spatula. So this looks like, okay, so this is the applicator. This is, I'm like all over the place. This is what the applicator looks like. It's like a little doe foot, kind of like the Tarte one. Looks a little different. It looks like it holds more product. And, oh yeah, it holds a lot more product. So we'll see. Ooh, and it's really like flimsy in a way. Is flimsy the right word? I don't know. Has a lot of movement, which I actually enjoy because it just kind of moves the foundation, you know what I mean? That's probably too much, but I like the way that doe foot feels in my face. I'm going to use a beauty blender And I'm going to tap this out. It's probably a little too dark, but I thought it was going to be a good shade. My mistake. Okay, so it's a little orange, and this is in the shade 402 Bronze. It is definitely medium coverage. You can see a lot of redness still peeking through. I mean, it does have a nice finish. I'm just going to have to do my neck and ears in a moment, but here's what it looks like on this side. Then again, here you can see the rosacea going up on the nose, but it does say medium coverage, so you can't fault them for that. It does feel really nice. It kind of has like a cooling sensation. Everybody needs this doe foot applicator on their foundations because it is so nice to apply your foundation with. We'll just do this side and hope concealer can help us with any extra coverage / the color is just like really, really, really warm. So I'm going to take this off because the color is just really not good. And when there's something so orange and I already have red in my skin, it just looks a mess. Okay, so this Almay foundation, I'm reading on it right now. It says, the key benefits to this is that it's buildable coverage with a lightweight, comfortable feel for radiant, luminous skin. Built-in removable blending sponge, buffs skin to a beautiful finish, has SPF 40, hydrates skin up to 8 hours because it's formulated with hyaluronic acid. And there it says it perfects and corrects, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, fragrance-free, oil-free. I'm going to try it with this sponge first, and then we'll go from there. This one's too light. I hate these sponges on the foundations. Like, no. Alright, let's try this. It's not terrible. Like, it's looking okay. It's kind of covering the redness. I think I'm just going to keep going with this one because we don't have another foundation to try. Since it has SPF 40, I wonder if it has a serious flashback. It doesn't look terrible though. Like, it actually does look good if I had the right shade. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try a brush to try and build up the coverage. What I like to do when I'm trying to get more coverage is I'll just pat it in. That way it doesn't like move around. So here's what it looks like. It's just, you got to use a lot of product to get a good coverage. And for me, I have other drugstore foundations that I use for full coverage. I will say this does not advertise to be full coverage. So if you want something that's more medium, go for it. If you build it up, it does feel heavy. So just keep that in mind. I want to try actually this Catrice Camouflage Cream. It's a wake up effect. So basically it's supposed to counteract any darkness. It's supposed to be a corrector. It's got a peachy tone to it. See how it looks? Use it underneath our concealer. I've had this in my drawer forever and I just really want to try it. So I'm going to take a little brush from Kat Von D. And we're going to put this right where we're really dark. I'm not using a ton of this because we're putting concealer on top. Okay, now we're going in with a concealer that everyone has been talking about. And I have tried it a few times and I'm not obsessed with it. The first couple times I've tried this, I blended it out with a brush. I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender today to see if I like it a little bit better, see if it adds a little bit more moisture to the concealer. But it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealers. I'm going to be using the shade C6. I had C4 and C6, so I'm just going to use C6 today. A lot of people are comparing this to Tarte Shape Tape. And I don't know, guys. Let's see how it works with the beauty blender before I tell you my thoughts, because to be honest, when I applied it with a brush, I looked really, really dry, like incredibly dry. I didn't want to come on here and say I don't like it. I wanted to try it out. Like, to me, this is not full coverage. It moves around quickly on me, and to be honest, my redness shows through even with this concealer. It does that thing where it has a lot of coverage here, but not in the cheek area, which is where I really need coverage. And then when I try to apply more, even now, it just looks kind of heavy. I mean, maybe if you don't have a lot to cover up, but I like to use concealer to help with my under eyes, but also the redness underneath. I wanted to like it so bad, but it's just, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't fit my needs. We're gonna use this new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Sweep and Lock Translucent Setting Powder. This is what it looks like. I have not tried this before, so I'm really excited. It says the texture is microfine, the action says it fixes, and the use is for post makeup. This is a translucent powder. Obviously, it kind of has that white tint to it. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is just set my under eyes with this and then go in with a Flower Beauty powder to set the rest of the face. So we're just using this sponge. Looks really nice. I'm going to be honest, it will probably cause a flashback in photography because it is so light. So like I said, for the rest of my face, I am going to go in with the powder foundation. This is from Flower Beauty. Really excited to try all the new Flower Beauty products coming out because they have a lot of stuff on Ulta that they've been teasing but just haven't come out with yet. Okay, so I'm going to try to bronze with this Golden Soleil Baked Bronzer from J-Cat Beauty. So this is what it looks like. I'm a little nervous. Using a bunch of products I'm nervous about. I don't know, that looks pretty. It just looks like it has sheen to it, not glitter, which is nice. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I liked my concealer, I would like the bronzer better. Just because it'd be more smooth and seamless. But I do think it looks nice. Like, it doesn't look bad. Definitely added some color. Some of you, I know, I can already see it in the comments now. Some of you are going to think, like, if this is your first video you've ever seen of me, you're going to think I absolutely hate drugstore makeup and anything affordable. But I swear I don't. I use drugstore all the time. I'm going into this palette. This is not technically drugstore, but it is more on the affordable side. This is from TJ Maxx. It's the Pro Fusion Contour Palette. It looks really similar to the Kat Von D one. I use a different Pro Fusion palette that I've shown you guys before. It has highlighters in it, and it's amazing. It's so good. You have to go get it. It's like a little book. It's just phenomenal. So I wanted to try this out since it does look so similar to that Kat Von D palette. These are all matte in powder formulas. To be honest, I wonder why this brand's at TJ Maxx because it seems like they have really good products. So this is what it looks like. Isn't it so pretty? You have a huge mirror. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bronzer brush and I'm going to go in with this color right here. This, oh my god, that is so pigmented. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend the brush that I'm using with it. This is actually a new MAC brush, 125 brush. I wouldn't use this brush with it because it really picks up a lot of product. This is more for if you want to use like a lighter bronzer, something not so pigmented. I mean, that contour palette is nice. It really is. It blends out, as you can see. I just took this little kind of more dense duo fiber brush. It's from Smashbox. It's the stippling foundation brush. It still has a lot of movement, but since the bristles are like those duo fiber bristles, they blend out really nicely and more precise. I'm going to go in with this yellow tone in that same brush. These are very pigmented, which I'm not surprised because the other one is super pigmented too. I'm going to carve out underneath our contour. So this is the other Pro Fusion palette that I'm obsessed with. You can get it at TJ Maxx. But this one has like those same contour shades, but it has highlighters and it comes with brushes. And you can see how much I've used this. I actually forgot to mention this in my favorites video, but it's definitely a favorite. Even though it is a chunky palette, I traveled with this and loved it because it's so good. And you also get brushes. This is one of the brushes that I love. It's just like a little angled brush, perfect for contouring your nose, which is what I'm going to do right now. I kind of feel like my face is coming together with like the contour. I think blush and highlight will help, and brows will help a lot too. Now we're going into the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette. I'm excited about this. I love a good blush palette. I love that it's affordable. And to be honest, I love NYX, so I'm not going to be surprised if I really like this product. I think I'm going to mix this one and this one together. Taking more of that mauve, tap it off. You guys see this? Looks like something didn't just... What it looks like is going on right here. If you guys, I'm going to get you in close. The foundation's just like rubbing off. I'm going to use this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. It's a cream to powder highlighter. This one's in the shade Pearl. I like the butter bronzer, so I won't be surprised if I like this. Ooh. So this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. Twist off top. Love that. It feels really good. It feels like, I don't even know what it feels like. Has that coconut? What is this? This smells like when you're making Rice Krispie treats and you just melted all the butter and stuff. It's definitely a cream to powder formula. Oh my god, now this foundation side's coming off. Oh my god, you guys. I'm going to use the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I got the shade Blonde. This does have like a little tiny spoolie on the end. The product. This looks pretty dark for blonde. I'm just going to start filling in the brows. Okay, this is actually not bad. I like the formula. I kind of like it. Woohoo! We got a product I like! Okay, moving on. I'm going to set my brows. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara that you guys saw in my favorites video. I just really like it, and this is going to help kind of lighten up the brows again. Make them look a little bit more natural. So what I do, I know you're probably scared, is I apply it first. And then I go in with a clean spoolie, which this little brush I'm using is from e.l.f. And I just blend it out. And it really just makes them look a little bit more natural, like brow hairs. Nothing crazy. So I'm back years later, feeling better. You know why I'm feeling better? I had something to eat. I'm going to wrap it up with a new product from Catrice. It's called Lip Cushion. And this one's in Make a Better Mauve. Very interesting. I've never tried this before. The color, if we're going by the packaging, looks really pretty. Oh. So you just twist it up. Okay, it says it's a creamy lip gloss with avocado oil with an ultra cushiony sponge applicator for an incredible smooth application and an extremely soft lip feeling. Love it. Okay. Ooh, that does feel good. Probably should have lined my lips, but we'll work with it. Okay, guys, so I'm actually going to wrap it up here and finish it off. I do like the lip product. I think it is really nice. Very, very moisturizing, very shiny and glossy. So if you like that look, you might really, really like this. It definitely didn't go like as planned, but a lot of you, I went on Snapchat and was talking about how I didn't know if I wanted to upload this, but I think I'm going to, just because I give high-end products a bad review if they're not good. So we're just going to keep it at that. We're going to upload this video. If I don't like something, I don't like it. There's a few things that I do like really quickly. Let me talk about them. The Total Temptation eyebrow product. I actually really like this. It was easy to use. I did like the Flower Beauty, what is this, powder foundation. This was nice just to like set my face with. I do really like this palette as well. It has really good pigmentation, a good color scheme. I think it's really pretty. So I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you appreciate my honest opinion on products. That's what I'm here for. And I will see you guys in my next video.